I was listening to a online course and looking at, different ways in which you could name your course. Now, mine's Black Butterfly because it's about emerging from being a caterpillar, I suppose, to a butterfly, being your true, beautiful self, emerging and realising that. However, what then came to me was, I suppose, a tagline was from self-loathing to self-loving. And then I reflected upon my own journey. Now, initially I'm like, oh gosh, I didn't hate myself. However, I remember growing up, particularly when I was really young, we were I suppose the only black family at that point on the road that I lived on. And looking at and seeing all of my friends and my peers have long, straight hair, going out and playing, and I was wishing I could be like them. Why couldn't my hair be long? And I don't know if any of you guys have done this, but you put the towel on your head and you're swishing it around and pretending that you've got long hair. Now everything's so much more advanced. I can just stick a wig on and flash it around anyway. But it's those little things that I didn't realise that I didn't like myself and I wanted to change myself. Even in later life, as you grow up, as a teen, wanting to look like the images in the magazines. Now, back then in the 80s, when I was a teenager, they didn't have many images of black women looking with their natural hair and with African clothes. And so it was hard to find role models, and so it was always about changing to fit in. As much as my mum told me I was beautiful and amazing and I had a very supportive family, even with that, I still felt I wanted to change, I wanted to be different. Now, what was fascinating to me as I was reflecting this morning was that I thought I was quite confident in myself and in who I was. And even when I stepped out and started my business in 2003, having spent 10 years as a probation officer, I thought, okay, then I'm going to learn all of these different skill sets so that I can have the most successful business. And being in personal development, just learning all of these different techniques. But beneath it all, when I reflected, I realised I wasn't really happy with me. As much as I was telling myself I was doing these courses for the business, what I realised was that the programs, the courses that I did, I applied to myself, trying to change myself. And it wasn't until probably last year, 49, that I actually accepted who I was. Even though I've been learning all of this stuff about inside out and everything that I'm sharing with you on the program, it wasn't until last year that I actually thought, yes, I've arrived. I am comfortable in my own skin. I am comfortable with who I am. I love what I am because I understand about the spiritual nature of all things. And now I can live my life. And that's what I came to realise, that why Black Butterfly is so important to me, is that why wait 40 years before you can live your life, when you can live your life now, at whichever age you are. And you may already be here and may already realise, and if that's the case, I am so happy for you. But if, like me, you didn't even realise that you questioned, doubted, wanted to change who you were because you didn't accept who you were, then this is why I've put the program together and this is why it's for you. So yeah, this is me just sharing my musings, and I'll speak with you soon.